I don't know if this doesn't make you dizzy. But I just wanted to make a video response. I saw Rubbish In, Rubbish Out, and his video is a perfect example of what I was talking about in a blog post I did recently. I'll link below to my blog post about, hey, bloggers, YouTube, podcasters, I forgive you. You are forgiven. Not that you need my forgiveness, and not that you need me to, forgive you. There's no need for that. But, this is a hobby. All we're doing is a hobby, and you got to do what you want to do and have fun doing it. I'm all about getting better and making things better than they were before. But, we all have our priorities, and mine is, taking care of myself spiritually and making sure I'm, dying to my wife to help her to, live the life she should be living, and raising my 2 boys into men, and that's ultimately what I'm going to be, I need to do. And then all this other stuff is a great little, fun exercise in expressing myself creatively and kind of indulging my love of history, and I do meet some new people, and I met some new people in person and virtually through YouTube and Facebook and my blog, and then of course through all the local gamers that I've met. And so, but we need to forgive ourselves, because I think most of us put our own pressure on ourselves to do more and to do better, and as he said, do something like Beast of War. I mean, those guys, that's incredible production. There's the WWPD podcast guys. I mean, the brand they've created, and the podcast and the community they built, amazing. It's just like, that makes me a little jealous, because I'm like, I like branding and I like graphic design, and they did a tremendous job. And I'm like, dude, I want to do something like that. Or there's Kev over at the Big Board building a good community of writers and YouTubers, and and I think that is awesome. And he does so many cool games, and so many of them. And there's, gosh, who else am I thinking of? I mean, some of the YouTubers that we watch that just are able to create just content continually and really good, and it's like, holy cow, I want to do that. But I put a lot of this pressure on myself, because I want to do cool things like that too, but I don't really have the time, or whatever. Or maybe even if I'm making excuses, it doesn't matter. This is my hobby, and like I said before, I've got other priorities that take precedent, and that's why, like in November, I took some time off, because I had to, I just had to focus on the things that really matter, because I tend to kind of hyper-focus on one thing. Like, I'm going to do this hobby, and I do the hobby, and I do a bunch of stuff, blah, 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 make entries, and I do all the posts and all that, and that's, kind of can skew things a little bit. Or I'm like, I can't do any of it. It doesn't have to be that way. I just have to find that middle ground, and we all have to find that ground that we're comfortable and we're doing what we want to do. So if I ever say, hey, make more videos of something, or, please don't ever take, and I'm not talking to any one particular person on this, I'm talking to myself, it's kind of like, cool, they like that video, and when I get a chance, I'll make another one, I don't know. So we're all forgiven. Go in peace, my son. This is a hobby, and some people say, one guy said, I don't remember where I read it. I wish I would have bookmarked it. He was talking about how he found himself spending more time reading blogs and listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos, and realized he wasn't doing any modeling or gaming. And so he's like, wait a minute. Because it's really easy to do that kind of stuff, because it's, passive a little bit. But maybe if that's how you like the hobby, that's how you like the hobby. Who knows? Maybe it's all about preparation. Anyway, So maybe if that's the way you like to do the hobby, that's the way you do it. And that's great. Or maybe it's no videos, you know? Because I know I put that pressure on myself. I'll play a game, I'm like, well, I want to get a post up on this. So my 2.5, 3 hour game then adds another 30 minutes to an hour, you know, making a video about it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. But to me, that's part of the fun of doing it, as I love making after-action reports. I don't know, there's something about it. As simple as I want to keep them, I never can, and they're always too long. But anyway, and I've emphasized this forever, you know. In addition to being positive, I like the WWPD guys' motto of, you know, don't be a dick. And I like how the guys that like say if you're gonna make fun of somebody, you know, ask their permission first. I like that. I like that kind of positive attitude. Nothing wrong with being, you know, critique and criticize and things, but definitely keep things positive and you know, focused on making the community better and the gaming companies better. Taking it easy on some of the gaming companies, some of them. Oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? But then my big thing has been, you know, you don't have to apologize for your work. If your camera's blurry or it's shaky, yeah, you know, can maybe focus in and stop shaking. But in some ways I'm like, but on the other hand I'm like, what? Who cares? I don't know. At least you're making something, you know. So, or if your writing's a little run-on or something, just look to improve and try to make it, you know, tighten it up. But if you can't, for whatever reason, don't worry about it, man. If you like doing it that way, do it that way. If you have 2 viewers, you have 2 viewers. Who cares? Now, if you want to try to make it big and do something big, then yeah, you're going to have to tighten up your skill set. But even if you do that, until you ask me to pay you something, and I do pay you something, you don't owe me jack crap. So you don't owe me or any of us jack crap. And even if I say, hey man, make more of those, you're like, okay, get it to it when I get it to it. Now I'm repeating myself, and now I will stop. You all have yourself a lovely day, and I probably won't be able to load this until the evening because I'll be on the other network also. Oh, and hey, he probably hasn't been around this long, but hey, Trojan Art Painting. The reason we cover our addresses up is because otherwise, if you don't cover the address up when you show us your packages, you know, you're going to get a bunch of Germans and Dutch and British and Missourians showing up on your doorstep saying, hey, Trojan Art Painting, can I come over for dinner? Can I you know, talk to your wife or something, or whatever. I don't even know if you're married, but you say you have a number 1 and number 2 and kid, which I think is funny. I love when you call your kids that. My number 2 son, my number 1 son. Well, we may come living on your doorstep, and then you're going to be like, why did I show my address? Because I will come over, and I will eat your food, and I'd say smoke your cigarettes, but I don't smoke, but I will take your cigarettes and pretend to smoke them, and take some of your cool models and say, hey man, can I borrow some blue paint? Alright.